Good morning, Desert Springs, and welcome to Hawk Talk. I'm Principal Solano. Today is Friday, February 12th. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated. All right, let's start off with what's happening around campus. Of course, the big exciting news is that we are returning to campus on Tuesday, February 16th. We are so excited to have all of you coming back on campus. We, of course, do still have some students and families who are choosing PV Connect, which we respect and understand what you need to do, what you have to keep your family healthy and safe. For those of us who are returning on campus, we'll be going over more information in this announcement video to remind you of what the expectations are around campus. But let's kind of go over what's happening around campus first. So we do have today, Friday, February 12th. It is PV Connect Material Pickup Day. So if you are continuing on PV Connect, you do need to make sure you come by campus to pick up your things. And also today is an early release day, so we're all working with our teachers until about 12:30, and then teachers will be working this afternoon to get their rooms ready for students returning in person on Tuesday. And then it is a 3-day weekend, so enjoy that extra day off. The other big announcement as we come back to campus is the Kids Heart Challenge is starting with Mrs. Popa. We're very excited to partner with the American Heart Association again this year. It's a great way for us to learn about heart health while also giving back to the American Heart Association. Mrs. Popa will be teaching jump roping skills and also how to have healthy hearts. I know exercising is one of the ways to do that. Students will get a packet or a paper when we return to school next week, and there are also links online so that families can register to donate to American Heart Association through the American Heart Challenge. So, I know Mrs. Popa has already been filling you in. Reach out to her if you have any questions, and I'll be keeping it in my emails for your parents. The other big news for what's happening in February is the end of the month, February 26th. Our Spirit Day is Disney Day, so I'm very excited about that one. That's my favorite. All right, let's see what we have next. All right, I would like to start to go over some reminders for our students who are returning on campus. We have some three big things that we really work hard to do here. Mask wearing, well, I said three, there's actually, we'll count, here we go. Mask wearing, hand washing and hand sanitizing, socially distancing, and then of course we are working hard to clean around campus and do a lot of disinfecting as well. Of course, that's most of that responsibility is on the teachers and staff here at Desert Springs. Our teachers will be doing dual modalities, so they will be teaching your classmates who are staying online and you in person. It is definitely up to all of us to work together as a community to remember that is tough for our teachers, and we want to be really patient and flexible and understanding. Our school day is from 8:45 to 3:15 for kindergarten through 6th grade. So as we come back to campus, we aren't doing any staggering of dismissal or arrival. All students should arrive on campus between 8:30 and 8:45 a.m. Really, it's 8:30 to 8:40 a.m. because the bell rings and you're walking in your class at 8:45 a.m. So all of the gates will be open at 8:30. Say that in your head right now. 8:30. Please do not come to campus sooner if you live in the neighborhood. I'm glad you're eager to get to school, but it is our job to make sure there is supervision, and that begins at 8:30. And we will all be dismissing at the bell at 3:15 p.m. We're all going to be working hard together to make the most of every moment of our learning day. Next up, every Wednesday is an early release day. So that time in the afternoon will be given to teachers so they can plan and prepare, again, for teaching students both online and in person. They do need that extra time to be planning their instruction so they can do their best job for each of you. With that early release day on Wednesday, structured dress code will still be required. Only the Tuesday half days the Tuesday early release days will be the free dress days. Also, reminder, individual snacks and labeled water bottles should be brought by each student. Very important. Bring your snacks, bring your water bottles. We are not handing out group snacks, and then you want to have your water bottle so you have that on you at all times to stay hydrated. Mask up. I mentioned masks a minute ago. You do need to make sure when you're getting out of the car through the drive-through lane, as you're in line, it's a long line, get your mask on. Be ready so that when you're getting out of the car, we open the door, it's already on, you're ready to go. Also, you should have extra masks in your backpack just in case. Remember that your mask needs to stay over your nose at all times. Matter of fact, I was going to wear mine during this just to remind you. So it's important to find a mask that fits so that it stays over your nose at all times. To keep each other healthy and safe, our masks can't be doing this as we're talking or hanging out. Okay, they do need to be staying over your nose at all times. If you haven't found one that fits, talk to your parents, or we do have some disposable masks here that you could also try out. As far as masks, we will continue to take mask breaks on our socially distanced spots and when given by the teacher, either outside on the socially distanced spots or maybe out on the field. When we're out at recess, if you are way far away from someone, that could be when you're taking a mask break. It's really important that you make sure you're by yourself, far away, over 6 feet apart when you are taking a mask break. We will be wearing masks at recess. The only class at all that you might take your mask off in is PE. If you came on campus before, really everything, all of the processes, everything's going to look pretty much exactly the same. So we do have new students coming on campus who weren't here before. I'm counting on everybody who was here to be a leader to those who this is their first time. They might feel a little nervous. They might not know exactly what to do. I know we didn't review things quite as much as I did the first time around. So keep that in mind. Who can you help out that's coming on campus for the first time? The only couple things that might look a little different, the teachers did work really hard to make any changes to their classroom so that we can keep the desks as spread out as possible. In the case that somebody is sick in your classroom, we want to be able to keep the number of students who quarantine as low as possible, so we worked hard to spread the desks out even more when we were able to. Also coming back, we will be using the fields. We have the north field and the south field for recess, and you are still only with your same grade level exactly like we were before. So if your grade level was on the south field, that's where you will be playing. If you were on the north field, that's where you will be playing. However, we do use the swings, and I am going to be opening up the green play structure only for your recess. So keep in mind, we'll only be able to keep the green play structure open if I see students following SOAR expectations, which we'll review here more in a minute. With that green play structure open, you really are going to have to be thoughtful about keeping your hands to yourself. We're not touching anybody. For socially distancing, that means we don't put our hands, and we shouldn't even be near that close to anybody as is. So grade levels will have the playground balls. We're actually going to kind of change that up a little bit. Rather than having each grade level's little basket, we're going to be sanitizing the playground equipment between sessions. That way you'll have access to some more things to play with, and we won't have to manage all of those different baskets. And just going through my list here, talked about that. So, all right, I'm going to end there for a moment, and then we'll go to the next slide and talk through a couple more things. As we are coming back to campus, please remember that structured dress code is required. You should be wearing polo shirts of the specific colors: navy, light blue, light pink, white, black, and red, and bottoms of khaki, black, or navy. You can wear the spirit wear shirts any day of the week. So be thinking about what you will show up to school in on the first day. Remember, the structured dress code is important to establish and maintain our Desert Springs learning environment. I mentioned this already, but part of our outfit is our masks. Remember, we're wearing masks at all times except while actively eating and during rigorous PE exercise. We do wear masks at recess. We will take mask breaks that are directed by our teacher. And remember, you need to wear your mask as you're entering campus, and then bring those 2 extra masks in your backpack. After you get out of your car in the morning tomorrow, you are going to go find your lines, same spots they were when we were here before. Those of you who are new, ask an adult for help, or will also be cones that have your teacher's name on them around campus, but definitely ask an adult or a friend. Once you find your line, you'll notice that there are these blue dots all the way down. You're actually standing kind of across from it. So you can see Kennedy, Harper, and Raylan are all standing socially distanced in their line spots, waiting for their teacher. What will our classrooms look like? If you were on campus, it looked very similar as before. Our desks are spread out with space between each seat. So remember, we don't have students grouped together. We do need to make sure there's space between desks. So again, looks very similar. The teachers and I did work hard to try to improve how much we have the desks spaced out for this time around as we return in person. All right, let's talk about playground expectations. As I mentioned earlier in this video, we will be using the north field, the south field, the playground swings, and the green playground structure only during recess. It's important that we all remember and follow our SOAR expectations during our recess time to help keep each other safe. Remember, we keep our hands to ourselves at all times, even before COVID, and now during COVID, there should be no reason to be touching another student at all. We're not even playing tag. When we're playing soccer, we're making sure we're far apart, not putting our hands on each other at all. So, to be safe on the playground, we walk to and from the playground. That means from the Ramada where you are eating or the cafeteria where you're eating, you are walking all the way there using walking feet. If you see your friend next to you running, you choose to follow SOAR expectations, be a good example, and continue to walk. Play safely. That really goes with what I was saying a moment ago about keeping our hands to ourselves. We keep our hands to ourselves at all times. We're not roughhousing, grabbing students, thinking that we're playing, or even obviously hitting anybody is absolutely unacceptable. On the swings, we swing on our bottom only, forward and back. And on the green playground structure, when we're going down the slide, we're only going down on our bottom. So keep that in mind. Use equipment properly. You will have access to some of the playground balls and equipment. Remember, we're using those for games like soccer. We're not doing things like picking up a ball and throwing it at someone on purpose. So use equipment properly. Be organized. Return equipment to cart. That's always a big one. It always really makes me sad when I see someone just leave the ball. They just drop it right on the ground when the whistle's blown. It takes every single student to help keep our equipment organized and make sure that we don't lose any of the balls. So return equipment to cart, and then once the whistle is blown, quiet straight lines. To be accountable, be a problem solver, report serious problems to the teachers outside. Remember that there are adults outside, including myself. That is who you're talking to about problems that arise on the playground. Once you get back inside with your teacher, you're ready to focus on that particular subject that you're starting with. And they weren't outside, so they really can't help you solve that problem. So please go up to Mr. Bill, myself, our assistant principal, Mrs. Hayes, all of the other adults that are out on the playground. And then line up promptly. That's a big one. We want to see you hustling to get in line and get ready for our teachers. And then finally, to be respectful, we include others. We're polite and kind, and keep noise levels down by the classrooms. All right, let's do birthdays from this week. Happy birthday on February 8th to Ruby B. Happy birthday on February 9th to Ethan M. February 10th to Nate S. And February 12th to Jacob O. That's today. And this weekend, happy birthday to Aiden V. and Najmi O. And that is it through Saturday and Sunday. Happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish it was our birthday so we can party too. Woo! Did you guys hear that bell, by the way? You're going to all hear that on Tuesday. All right, students, this is my favorite time of the week. For Friday, we will end with our SOAR cards. I'm going to have lots of prizes to have students come up and get in the next coming weeks for those of you that did not get a prize, did not get to get one in person. Here we go. In kindergarten, Ellie Patton. In first grade, Tatum McLean. In second grade, Trevin W. In third grade, Vivian W. In fourth grade, Ryan C. In fifth grade, Andy W. And in sixth grade, Dallas S. Those students have earned a SOAR prize. Thank you for being safe, organized, accountable, and respectful around our school. All right, students, again, we are super stoked to see you here on Tuesday, February 16th. Remember, bright and early, drop-off starts at 8:30. Don't come before that, but be ready to get here between 8:30 and 8:40. We cannot wait to see you, whether in person or online on Tuesday. Have a fabulous 3-day weekend, and remember to soar like a hawk.